Hey, good evening, everyone. My name is Mr. Justice. First, I just want to say thank you for taking the time to meet with us this evening. I know your time is valuable, so I will keep this as brief as I can. Again, my name is Mr. Justice. I am a first-year teacher here at Park Middle School, and I couldn't be more excited to be joining such an amazing team and getting the opportunity to spend time with each and every one of your students. I know we're definitely going to have a lot of fun this year. So, with that being said, I'm going to talk a little bit about the units we're going to be covering this year. I'm just going to list them off, and they're in no real particular order. And they will be basketball, soccer, floor hockey. We've got team handball, flag football, softball, some badminton, kickball, dance. We'll work in some non-traditional games. We've got some ultimate frisbee, pickleball, and we'll also be doing some fitness planning and goal setting. So those will definitely be the main units we cover. We've definitely got more to add, and I'm also looking forward to really getting to know each and every one of the students so I can kind of tailor more lessons and plans towards what they really want to get out of PE. So with that being said, those are going to be the lessons or units we'll be covering this year. And if you guys have any questions, we'll be free after to have a little question and answer session, or you can always reach out to me at any point during the year. You can either reach me on the telephone from the school or the emails provided at the end. So I'm looking forward to a great year and can't wait to get to know everybody a little bit more. Have a great day.
Hi, I am Crystal Gillette. I am a PE teacher at Park. I've been at Park for 5 years now. I have been a PE teacher for 9 years now. And I just wanted to jump on here and go over some of our expectations in the PE department. We expect your student to come to class prepared and ready to give 100% effort. We want, because we're not dressing this year, participation is huge. So we want 100% effort and full participation in all activities. We expect that students are kind and respectful to each other. We expect that their behavior is not a hindrance to the class, that it could not cause injury to themselves or others. And we expect them to communicate with us if there's any problems in the class. If you have any questions about expectations, always feel free to reach out via email. We're always happy to answer your questions. So the other topic I want to discuss is our grading policies. So we give students 10 points a day. 2 of those points is for preparedness. So on their numbers, ready to go when we are ready to start class and not horse playing. The next 2 points are the warm-ups. So they're doing their stretches, they're fully participating, they're not messing around during the warm-up portion of the class. And then the last 6 points is for the activity of the day. So they are fully participating in the activity for the day. They also will receive 20 points for the park miles, so pass fail. So if the student runs it in under 15 minutes, then they get their 20 points. If it's over 15 minutes, then they fail, they get nothing. The good thing is they can come on Wednesdays and make that up, and Mr. Martinez will go over that. As far as grading policy goes, there's also unit assessments that some teachers will do, and this is all up to each teacher.
Hi, it's Mr. Ochoa, physical education teacher at Park Middle School. I've been teaching physical education for 22 years now, and I've loved every year of teaching. I like to be outdoors. I like to watch kids be lifelong learners of fitness, and I just enjoy that every day is different teaching physical education. A couple of things I want to talk about today is the locker room procedures. So this year, everybody has a lock and a locker that is provided for them if they choose to change into different clothes. They could either buy PE clothes from us, or they could bring PE clothes from home. Anything from shorts to sweats to shirts or sweatshirts is fine as long as it's school appropriate attire. Things that they need to know in the locker room. It is a privilege to dress in that locker room, right? So if they are misbehaving, if they are throwing things, if there's horseplay, we could remove them from the locker room and they have no longer able to use the lockers to store their stuff or to change clothes in the locker room. So please tell your students that they need to be on their best behavior. They need to not give their locker combination to any of their friends or anybody. Please only put in things that are not valuable in the lockers, because we will not replace them if they are stolen. And just remember that it is a privilege to have a locker in the locker room. All right. Thank you very much. Bye.
Hello everyone, my name is Mr. Martinez and I teach 6th through 8th grade PE at Park Middle School. I went to Arizona State University for undergraduate and I went to St. Mary's College for my teaching credential. I enjoy playing sports and I love being outdoors and going on hikes, and it inspired me to become a PE teacher. Now that you got to know me a little bit, I'm going to go over a couple things from the syllabus. For makeups from absences, your student has the responsibility to come up to their teacher and ask for what they can do in order to make up those points from that day. Once the teacher gives them a chance to choose a makeup activity, they have until 1 week in order to return that assignment in order to make up those points they missed. Or they also have the chance to run the park mile on Wednesday to make up for those points. If your student misses the park mile on the day we run it, they have to be there that same Wednesday of the same week in order to run it, in order to recover those points. For medical notes, parents' notes must be presented on the day of excuse, and those can last up to 3 days. Anything exceeding more than 3 days has to be a doctor's note, and it must include name, contact information, duration of excuse, and what activities they can participate or cannot participate in. That gives the teachers the chances in order to modify our lesson plans in order to make sure that your student is still being able to play or at least participate in something, but not all the way through during that time. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me at adolfomartinez@antiochschools.net, or you go ahead, send a note to your child, and then they could bring it to me to class, and I could respond either through email or phone call, however the note states. Thank you for listening.
Hi, I'm Trish Howell. I've been teaching at Park for 20 years. The last 15 have been in PE. I would like to give you some information about the locker rooms today. Due to the COVID-19, students are not required to dress this year for PE. They are, though, required to have appropriate shoes for PE every day. If your student decides that they would like to dress for PE, they can buy park uniforms at first aid or in the locker room, or they can bring something from home. Either one works. If your child chooses to dress, they will be assigned a locker and a lock that are socially distant. If your student decides not to dress for PE, there are 2 classrooms adjacent to the blacktop in which to put their backpacks and personal belongings, or they can also put them in their hallway lockers. If students do not use their lockers appropriately in the PE locker rooms, they may be revoked due to the fact that because of COVID-19, we don't have as many lockers as we need. I hope this information helped. Thank you.
Lastly, I just wanted to tell you guys thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch the video and learn more about your child's PE class. I'm hoping that we answered all your questions, but if not, please come to the Q&A session or please send your PE teacher and your child's PE teacher an email. Their email addresses will be linked at the end of this video, so jot that address down and shoot an email. If you don't know who your child's PE teacher is, you can send the email to me, Crystal Gillette. I can find your child's PE teacher, or I can answer your question. Have a great night, and we hope to see you at the Q&A session, or not, because we answered all your questions. Thanks so much.